Across LC with your hosts, Jeff Alsman and Cody Zitman.
And welcome to another edition of the A to Z Across LC podcast. I'm Jeff Alsman. Co-host Cody Zitman is here as well. And Cody, we've got a great show. This is our last show, of course, before the Christmas season. And we hope everybody's gearing up for that. We want to wish everybody a happy Christmas and New Year's as well, because we won't be back until close to the end of January with our next podcast.
What song are we starting off with? I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
That's a great song, or it was until.
Are we not doing that this year?
No, you said we weren't going to do that this year. Remember,
with our great voices? Are you serious?
Yeah, you can't give them too much.
Okay,
you got.
Right. It's an every other year thing. It's an every.
Got to leave them wanting some things, but. In lieu of that, we have a great show.
You do.
Planned today.
What do we have? We got Deans, we got hockey,
yes,
and we got legends.
We do. We're going to have 30-year award recipients here at the college. We're going to talk to them, a couple of great folks who we're honoring. And you're right, we're going to look at the academic side and talk about some new programs. And we've got hockey coaches who are,
I like it.
They just can't wait to get folks and get out there and get on the ice. So we've got a lot of stuff to do. So maybe we should get
going. It's like Christmas Eve. And I need to go.
Okay, take us out.
We are
LC A to Z.
What's up? It's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? What's good, my guy? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Libby Coots. Libby was a math major who graduated from Lewis and Clark in 2010. She's a math teacher and the girls golf coach at Edwardsville High School. She even has her LC diploma in her classroom and always tells her students how life-changing Lewis and Clark was for her.
I'm Libby Coots, and I'm a trailblazer.
Welcome back to the A to Z Across LC podcast. We are joined in the studio now by a couple of great guys. Randy Gallagher is with us. He's the Dean of Liberal Arts, Business, and IT, and also Tom Steinman, who is the Dean of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, sometimes called STEM when they combine it all together. Is that right, Tom?
That is correct, Jeff.
Do you prefer STEM or do you
I really do. I like STEM.
You do.
I can't even remember those four things as I introduced myself sometimes.
You really introduce yourself?
I do all the time.
Things?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
That's you. I wouldn't be able to do that. There's no way, Cody. It's nice to just be A.D., isn't it?
Yes, very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Or you can just call me Cody.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, Steiner good? Yeah. No. Like the hockey game? Come on, man.
No, you're
Randy, what about you?
What are you going to call him, Galley?
Yeah.
That's too informal. These are upper level guys. These guys are way above our
I'm going to
heads.
ask you a question. Have you ever listened to our podcast? You said it's too informal.
We shouldn't treat our guests as informal as that. That's
gotcha.
So ignore him, guys. Welcome to the podcast. As we get, everybody's kind of getting ready for the holiday break, and this is our last podcast before Christmas, and students after this won't be back until middle of January or a little bit beyond that even. What do you guys do during that time from the academic side when you are planning ahead, thinking about next year? Do things wind down for you at the end of the semester, or is this just kind of a bridge between or our crossroads between one semester to the next? Tom, we'll let you tackle that first.
I do not see a drop in level of activity between semesters because we're always either wrapping things up from the fall or getting ready for the spring, or sometimes we're even thinking ahead to the next fall. So there is really never a downtime for us. I even thought when I took this job that maybe summertime would be a little slow. I was wrong. And no, there's never downtime, which is the way I like it, because I don't like downtime. I like to stay busy, so there's never a dull moment.
About the same, Randy?
I agree with that. Yeah, there's never a slow moment. There's always, many things to get done, often playing catch up, and if not playing catch up, looking forward to, what we're gearing up for.
So I'm guessing, Cody, you've got like 10 teams roughly, maybe not quite that many now, but you've got schedules to balance for each one of those and recruiting and all that kind of stuff. But I'm guessing you guys probably have hundreds, if not maybe this is too high, but even thousands of classes that fall within the those different departments that you guys oversee. Is it is that something you guys are actually involved a lot in, or does the faculty kind of take care of that part themselves?
Well, the program coordinators are the ones who actually put the schedules together primarily. We then look at them and kind of approve them. But, I mean, thousands is probably a little high. I mean, maybe between the two of us, but definitely hundreds of courses between all of the different areas. Yeah.
And so if somebody comes and asks you a question about one of those, you have to be up on it, or do you pick up the phone and call somebody else and say, I need a couple of answers here?
Of course, it depends. If someone's asking me about, because my background is actually in math, not really in liberal arts. So it depends on the course, but there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to have to seek out information. Yeah.
And pretty much the same.
Oh, definitely.
Mr. STEM man.
There's every day there are questions that I'm asked that I do not know the answer to. It's like I didn't even think that this was something I'd have to answer. So I'm always seeking out advice, coordinators, faculty, upper administration. Yeah.
I'm listening to you asking questions, and I already have their answers like right in front.
So I should So I'll just ignore them, or I'll just
find everything.
Interview you.
Like you're having them like, nah, these guys aren't sleeping. They're working 7 days a week. They get a question on this. They got to go find out. They're ultimate doers. That's what I'm gonna say. Dean of doers, yeah. Is that what you are?
Yeah.
Sure. What are you guys excited about? Let me tell you. How about like a battle between the two of you? What you're excited about or promoting, and what you're excited about promoting coming up for us, what we're doing here at LC?
I mean, well, there's lots of things going on. The newest things that we have going are, on my side of things, our human services program. We've got our first set of courses going this fall. And so, transitioning into new courses for that program in the spring.
So just stop long enough to kind of explain human services. That sounds like a big umbrella. What might that entail?
Yeah, it really is. What the program really does is prepare students to work with people people of varying different types, but who may be specifically going through some kind of stressful events. So specifically, it would prepare students to deal with people who have intellectual or developmental disabilities, housing or food insecurities, domestic violence, family and youth services, elder care, community advocacy, mental health, and those types.
So a lot of social services type programs. And okay.
Yes.
All right. And you said that those are new. When are they new? Starting January or next fall, or what?
The program officially started this fall.
Okay.
This current fall, and so there were a set of courses that were offered, and now there's the next set of courses that'll be offered in the spring for the students in that program.
So, Tom, do you have a rollout list also of?
Yeah, the majority of the courses that I'm excited about are around aviation.
Yeah.
And so that's a field that Randy and I both teamed up on, along with some other members of the faculty administration here. So a couple of years ago, when grant opportunities became available, we reached out to Westar Aviation, which is in East Alton, and Gulfstream Aerospace, which is down by Cahokia. And they have been expressing a need for workers for a long time. And so we use those grants to help support their needs and our needs, for more students. So we are excited because in approximately 1 month, we will begin our first set of avionics classes. And avionics is, simply put, the electronics involved in an airplane. And there are a lot of electronics.
Oh, I'm sure.
And since we deal mainly with Westar and Gulfstream, these are usually jet airplanes, very expensive. Randy and I have been on tours where we have seen planes of very famous people. Sometimes they won't even tell us who they are because they don't want us to know. But
Cody, they've been on your plane.
yeah, thank you, Cody's.
Yeah,
you know,
sure, it's my plane.
I don't think Cody's name has ever come up.
No.
But it could be.
They would not allow us to take pictures of your.
Oh, yeah.
I got you.
If you would know, because on the outside it would start out, "We are." So you
Yeah,
would know
yeah.
if it was
And then on the other side, it would be a number where you could buy a banner.
That's right. Yes, 1-800 buy the banner.
Buy that.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's been a long time coming. We've been working on this for 2 years, and we are totally pumped about that. We have 2 instructors and a consultant that are ready, that have a lot of experience in this field. Again, we have the backing of 2 of our local industries. They are in total support of this, and we cannot wait for this to get going. And then related to aviation, also, hopefully later in the spring, we're going to have a sheet metal fabrication class where you get to work on the sheet metal that is involved in working with those jets. Mm-hmm. And we actually have a retired Westar Aviation employee that's going to teach that class. He's helped set it up, so he is super excited. He's like a little kid. He reminds me of Cody with his excitement. Not that I don't mean a little kid there, but
I'll take little kid at 41. But you know what I mean? I'll take it.
But so anyway, we're ordering equipment. Maintenance hates us because we are shipping it all to the shed, and they're like, "We're out of room," and we're like, "We don't care."
Maintenance loves everybody.
No,
Shout out Matt Clark and the maintenance boys.
They are being really helpful, but yeah, we are overloading them right now with a bunch of equipment, and so eventually that's going to, the sheet metal fabrication class is eventually going to be part of the welding complex, going to be in the welding facility.
Yeah, very cool.
Which will be a perfect partner with that program.
Yeah.
And then one more related to aviation is upholstery and trim. So there are a lot of fancy seats and furniture in those jet airplanes. Randy, I can't remember. It seems like we were on one tour and they brought out, I don't even think it was a captain's chair. I think it was just a regular, just everyday seat in this jet airplane. And what was the cost?
I remember the number being like $100,000 or more per
Just
seat.
for the per
Seat. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
It's like a season ticket, Cody. You know.
Do you think producer Owen Lim, these are $100,000 seats? Right?
Well, ours are probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for when you get into the flight simulator stuff. That's so let me know when you reach that. Start going that angle.
We can do that.
So I got a question, because this is right up my teams, building programs, all of that. You guys, it seems like that's kind of like a passion, right? You told it's 2 years it took to put this together. Mm-hmm. Is 2 years just to put this one together, or is it a year process, or are they all cookie cutter, or are they different?
I think it depends. So this was because the equipment was, first of all, very expensive.
Yeah.
And we had to do our due diligence to make sure we weren't wasting the grant money. So that's why we took a trip to Savannah, Georgia, to Savannah Tech, right outside the Gulfstream headquarters there. And we looked at their equipment that they use, and we patterned our purchases after their equipment. So just the ordering, there was, I think, a 6-month lead time on some of that equipment.
Okay.
So, that a program like
depends
that.
Okay.
Yeah, but on the other hand, like Randy has a paraprofessional training program that we got up and running in about 4 to 8 weeks' time.
And you guys are you chasing that stuff all the time? We constantly hear, right? We got Dr. T's like, okay, we want to be agile. We want to look for more opportunities. What programs do people need in the area? What programs can we offer? How can we basically be different to come here, right? I like chasing that for the young people to have those opportunities. It seems like you guys have done that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, really, a lot of what we've been involved with is things that have come to us. People like educating, the different school districts. We're like, we need paraprofessionals, for example,
right.
And so we try to help fill that need.
Yeah. And then we talk this professors and stuff, so it's almost like building your coaching staff. You said you had a retiree that's coming back, is going to teach some courses and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So how do you enjoy that build? as well. I mean, I like building and code from the ground up, almost like expansion teams. I enjoy all of that.
Yeah, I mean, it is enjoyable. It's also stressful,
Yeah,
especially
100%,
when you're having
100%,
difficulty trying to find someone. Like, okay,
Right.
we're getting courses ready, but who's going to actually teach them? Whatever.
Right.
And so is that a challenge sometimes to not get the cart before the horse? Because you're probably wanting to go, and then you have to kind of pause for a moment and, well, we can't go yet because we have to have somebody in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I mean, again, it kind of depends. Like with the human services, that was actually Dr. Chad Keller's child. He decided that he would like to develop that program. And so, he is the one who took the lead on that. And I mean, unfortunately, he passed of cancer and never got to actually teach in the program that he developed. But he did that work, and so he put in the 2 years time, to get that program developed,
Very good.
But then in other cases, like, when there's an industry need, it is an issue of maybe, putting the cart before the horse.
So with these new programs that you guys have mentioned, if students or potential students are interested in those, would they come to you guys, or would they go straight to faculty members, or would they just do through regular enrollment? How would they get more information if they needed to?
Well, they're certainly always welcome to come to us, but they could also go to the program coordinator. And again, it just kind of depends on the particular program that we're talking about. Paraprofessional, we don't exactly have a coordinator, so they would probably start with me. Or hopefully we're going to find an individual to be in a position to take on those responsibilities.
So it may not be fair to ask this because maybe it's too far out there, but you mentioned these several new programs that are up and running. Do you have one special thing that might be on each of your wish lists? I mean, after all, it is Christmas time, right? So
yeah, that's a good one, Chad. Let's go. Take us in.
Is there something out there that, man, I'd just love to be able to figure out how we could do this? Is there each of you one special thing?
Yeah, there's something that we've talked about for a couple of years that we may finally have some grant money to build up, and that's a sonography program.
Sonography?
Yes, radiology, otherwise known as radiology. Yeah. So if you want somebody to put some jelly on your belly,
that's going to be the slogan.
Literally the shirt giveaway. They sign up and they get that shirt.
Yeah, there you go.
With a sort of device they can see inside, but ultrasounds. Yeah. There's a strong need for, and kids love that stuff. I mean, we get a strong demand for that from graduating high school seniors. They want to. That's an exciting field for them to go into. They want to be in a health profession, but they don't necessarily want to be a bedside nurse.
Yeah,
I mean that's a pretty neat thing to be able to say, your baby's fine, and other is not restricted, of course, to maternity situations, but. Yeah. But that is a very, very expensive program. The equipment needed for that.
You would think jelly would be cheap.
Yeah, we better stop the jelly jokes. But and also that's usually a program. Well, it is a program that around here requires a 2-year associate degree to even apply for it. So. On our campus, our medical assisting program would be a perfect candidate for that. And so anyway, they could start with medical assisting, and then they would be qualified.
Interesting.
So anyway, that's kind of on the lowdown.
Well, you just told like 500,000 people.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Sue.
Randy, how about you? Anything on your wish list?
Not specifically on my wish list, but one item that continues to come around is I can't think of the technical term, but like beautician school. And
is that cosmetology?
That's it. I'm under the pressure here. I couldn't come up with the term.
You're okay. That's why he's here. He does it with me all the time. Picks me up all the time.
So anyway, that comes around. People would like to see that get started, and so we've looked into it, and it again keeps coming around. So maybe eventually that will happen.
Wow. Well, there you go.
Can I just tell you guys that I'm just so proud of you guys. You listen, people give you feedback, and you try to chase it. It's the same model that I have, no matter what. And how do we get it done? Very proud to hear that on this podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, both of you, for coming in and sharing the successes that have already happened with these new programs and maybe putting a teaser out there on the horizon
like it.
for maybe something that could be coming down the road. And when it does, we'll have to have you back, and you'll have to bring us up to speed on all that.
Will do. Great. Yeah.
All right. Thanks so much. Cody, you want to take us out?
We are.
LC.
LC A to Z.
What's up? It's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? What's good, my guy? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Dwight Wirtz, president of Wirtz Welding and Tank Service, the nation's premier distributor of tank trailer parts. Dwight has been an outspoken and long-time supporter of the college and is the current chairperson of Lewis and Clark Board of Trustees. Oh, and he's a Lewis and Clark grad.
I'm Dwight Wirtz, and I am a trailblazer.
Welcome back to the A to Z Across LC podcast, our last podcast of 2025. Cody,
I'm fired up about it. Hey, happy holidays to you, my
happy
friend.
holidays to you. We should have done that earlier, but that's okay.
Are we singing? Can we sing?
You might
No,
be.
we're not.
Maybe
Remember
our-
last year?
Yeah, I do. Maybe our next guests.
Oh, I did not tell them about that.
We won't put them on the spot. We
Got
have,
you guys.
but we have with us Kyle Kolobrecht, who is the assistant men's hockey coach here at Lewis and Clark, and Maddie Norton, who is the women's hockey coach, our two newest additions to the athletic department. These are club sports and just announced, and everybody's excited about it, and I'm sure both of you are. Welcome to the A to Z podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We appreciate I can't think right now, but
The invite?
Yeah, the invite.
I got you.
Just getting the word out there, getting everything going.
Look at it like this. We're a solid line right now.
Yeah,
right?
we are.
Right? And then
Just-
Jeff will pick us up on the back end.
Yeah.
Just pretend that you're on the bench yelling at people.
That's it. That's
all you
actually
gotta do.
perfect.
That is a good idea.
And we're back to back talking about hockey on our podcast, so we
Yeah.
must be promoting this pretty heavy.
Doing great.
So are you excited, Kyle?
Yeah, fired up.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You can tell in his voice. You can tell.
Yeah,
in
he
his
is.
voice. And Maddie, we've had a chance to talk a few times. I know you're excited.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just a great opportunity. I'm just glad that connection through Tyler and getting to meet all you guys, it just worked out to be a perfect kind of storm for everything. So very
'cause-
excited.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You're just almost done playing, right? Fresh out almost. You were debating on maybe going overseas.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
So I
Oh, really?
graduated in May with an accounting degree, business degree. So I'm on that side of it. But then, I had a few opportunities to play overseas, and then
So she's
Decided
ready.
to-
She's ready to start counting that money, is what she's saying.
Finance. You hear that? I got a coach that's got an accounting degree. That's good. That's
So
good.
what position do you play?
I played defense.
Defense.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll go ladies first.
Yep.
Tell us about the rise in the popularity of hockey among women. I mean, this was a sport that, maybe a decade ago, maybe a little farther now, but really didn't get that same kind of recognition. All of a sudden, it's kind of exploded.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I first started playing, most of the opportunities were with boys. So I played boys up until about 12 years old, and then I switched over to girls full time. But I would say within the last 10, 15 years, honestly, it's exploded like exponentially. You just see teams growing all the time. There's two full-time girls programs in the area with a couple of different guys programs that are adding girls sides to it. I would say there's probably 5 or 6 different girls programs in the St. Louis area now, which for me, that's huge. I mean, when I grew up, like I said, when I was switched over at 12, there was only 2 programs that really had it. So I think just the growth of it overall has just been exponential. It's been great to see. Just giving back to your community and being able to support and help that next generation grow is honestly the biggest thing for me after I decided to stop playing. That was what I was looking forward to most. So I'm just excited to be a part of it.
So was it more fun playing against the guys or with the guys, or more fun playing just against the girls?
Honestly, I love playing against the guys. A lot of them, it made them annoyed or mad that a girl was out there playing. They thought I was taking their space. So it was just a lot of fun. They were very more physical with me, I would say, on that side of it. So it was just good. Usually got them back pretty good. But
So I gotta ask. There's not usually fighting at that level in hockey, but were you ever tempted to throw a hook at anybody or anything like that?
No, I'm pretty even keel. There's not much you can do to get under my skin, honestly. So, no, it was just more or less, it was fun to see me get under their skin by just playing my game and doing the right things on the ice.
So are you a defensive? I'm asking this because the Blues are looking. Are you a defensive defenseman or offensive defenseman?
I would say when I started, I was more a defenseman, stay-at-home kind of person. But at the end of my career, towards the last few years, I was definitely an offensive defenseman and adding points on the board and that kind of thing. So I think I grew a lot in that aspect. I could play both sides of it pretty well.
We need you to clear the front of the net. That's what we need you to do. Get them folks out of the way.
Yeah.
That's what we got to have. I shouldn't be doing PR for the Blues. They should be doing
We're not Army. Come on, be on our podcast. This would be solid. We're promoting hockey over here. Come on over.
So, Kyle, let's move to you. Tell us a little bit about your background.
I grew up playing locally in the area. Moved up through the AAA ranks and then came back here. Actually went to school here for a couple of years and did the SIUE 2+2 program and played hockey for them through that. And then I've known Tyler now for about 8 or 9 years. Been working on the skill side with that, being a hockey director, working at the hockey school. So kind of all those things are what I kind of do full time. And then this opportunity fell to us and can't wait to get started.
And when we say Tyler, we should say that's Tyler Elbrecht, the men's
head coach.
When you say you played locally here for one of the high schools in this area?
Youth club. I actually direct at now, high school. Yep, and then SIUE as well.
So what position did you
I was
play?
defense as well.
Oh,
I guess we make the best coaches,
Is it? Oh, listen to it.
You got to build from the back. Goalie, defense, forwards,
that's
right?
True. That's what they say.
Yeah,
that's right.
It was part of building the club, man.
Oh,
I learned from Army. 15 years over there watching the Blues up and down. I know what wins.
Yeah, they've only got one cup. But it was exciting.
It was an exciting cup.
Yeah, it's about time for another one, though.
I think if it wasn't for 2020, we might have.
So is there... You think? Well, you might be right.
We were first going in, and it's all shut down in March.
So is there a cup other than the KD Cup that is associated with club hockey at this level? Is there something for us to go after that's similar to Lord Stanley?
Yeah, ACHA all through. I think the first year program can't compete, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
But yeah, ACHA has their own championship kind of bracket sort of thing towards the end of the year. So definitely their own version. Kyle can tell me what that is called. I'm not sure.
Yeah, ACHA on the ACHA Nationals. Each division kind of works a little bit differently how they format like the pool play for it. But yes, there's a national title at every division for men's and women's.
So the reason I'm asking is, will we see a cup before the Blues see their next cup? That's where I was going.
Yes.
I'm going to say
that's
yes.
what we're working towards, right?
Everybody.
That's the goal.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. Well, after this, right, they were supposed to take another step this year. I don't know if they really
did. It was just the wrong direction.
Regression is a step too, but
right.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't say that. They've been playing solid, right? They're about 500. They're only 4 points out.
I know.
About a game on. We did the same thing last year, except we did it later.
I know, but should the goal
Why are we
be
talking Blues hockey, not Blazers hockey?
I don't. Well, because they're still recruiting. They're still putting a team together. So speaking of that, has that already started, or is it just beginning to start?
Yeah, it's definitely started. I know after our first couple conversations, we had to wait for it to go public before we did anything, but we've had a few different girls on our side that have filled out forms for recruitment, but I've been reaching out to a ton of teams in this area and Northern Illinois, Cincinnati, that kind of stuff, just trying to get the word out there, spread the message, find anybody. But yeah, we've had a couple of people interested in getting the works and talking, and hopefully get somebody here recruited in the next 2 weeks or so.
Is it harder to do that with the women's program because the players might be fewer and farther between than with the men's pool of
I would think
candidates?
ours is a little bit harder, and then just kind of for girls, I feel like they're a little bit farther ahead than boys sometimes in their decision-making process, especially in their senior year.
Now, wait a minute. That sounds like a shot at us.
First of all, I can go back and actually, we can make that a fact just from being with the softball team.
Yeah.
You guys are planned and have a plan right now.
There's usually a route that we want to take.
You can lay that down right now.
So you've got folks that are waiting for you to come to them. They're ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was going to say there's a lot of girls that either already recruited, but finding those ones that got through the seams is where we're at right now. So we're kind of picking those girls up. So, yeah.
Yep. Kyle, you said something interesting, and then you can comment on the recruiting. You talked about being a director of hockey and doing teaching and lessons and stuff like that. That sounds fascinating. What all does that entail?
So me and Tyler Elbrecht, we kind of share that responsibility at Twin Bridges. We both kind of take like our age groups, and we're pretty much in charge of all the operations and placing teams and tournaments and all that kind of thing. Just kind of making sure the hockey side of the organization is running smoothly as it can be. So,
are you fine?
Sorry, Jeff.
I'm dominated. Go ahead.
Well, no, you're all right, because I want to follow up. This would be a question that you don't really ask. Twin Bridges, can you explain what that is and what area that service is that you're involved in?
Sure. So Twin Bridges basically is like Alton, Edwardsville, Granite kind of area mainly. And yeah, it's youth hockey from 6U to 18U. So
we'd like to shout out to the district that we service. Ding, 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 ding. A bell should be going off right now as soon as you mess with that. You'll know that in recruiting. We're big on that here.
So are you finding folks have pretty good skills even at the younger levels, or is that your job to get them to have those skills?
A little bit of both. It's really just, how much they want it. I mean, we can kind of gauge that as coaches. We see that in them, I think, and we kind of give them as much as we can to work with, and yeah, so
I have to ask this question. It seems like hockey players always wear a stocking cap. Not the fact they just always have a hat. It's always a stocking cap.
Yep.
Whether they're on the ice or not. Is that like a badge or something that the hockey players have to have?
Maybe a little bit. I'm in the rink multiple times a day, so
you just stay warm.
I gotta stay ready.
Okay.
So real quick, just so how much are you guys on the sheet, the ice, like during the day?
A lot. Probably anywhere from 5 to 8 hours probably on the ice. So yeah, it could be pretty heavy some days.
And it's got to be hard on the feet.
And just straight developing kids.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like skill work and developing kids.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's good.
You're not going to believe this. I'm just going to lay that out there right now. But at least 3 decades ago, I played around a little bit on the ice with hockey and got all the equipment and did like not the men's league, but like the little pickup games. Started with Learn to Skate, believe it or not. And I've scored 3 goals in my life.
Should we?
Well, you sound
Should we start
impressed.
that? I am. I'm just thinking that maybe we could start that. Once this gets established, is there an adult league in our future?
Not for me.
What? You can't go down there?
No.
What about the puck drop? If you broadcast this game, we do a puck drop before?
There we go.
You're going to roll out there like the red carpet to walk on? I'm not skating out there, if that's what you're asking me.
That would be good. I like it.
Oh, I'll drop a ceremonial puck.
Okay. We got it.
Okay.
We should probably let Dr. T do that first.
Well, I know. Why are you asking me that? I'm not ceremonial.
Hey, Dr. He'll like this.
I'll do the broadcast.
Dr. T likes being number 2, just like the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and that'd be the last time I'm your partner on this podcast.
I hope he turned it down for that part. So what's the next step, Kyle, for you guys? How far or how wide do you cast the net to try to get the players?
I think pretty large. Playing in this league and coaching a little bit in this league we're about to join. Just getting a good blend of experience with their players. Like we can, as the men's program, we can recruit guys from high school hockey, prep school hockey, junior hockey. Like we can kind of cast our net pretty large, like you said.
Any Canada guys or any overseas guys, you can get all of that. So,
yeah.
Same way, Maddie, with the girls. Is it as big a sport beyond the United States for women's hockey also?
Canada for sure. They definitely have a good program in Canada, programs. And I think in Europe it's growing a lot. Their top level teams, like there's leagues in Sweden and stuff that would be probably considerably like equal with the PWHL and that kind of thing. So I think it's growing a lot more. I think it's a little more limited than the guys' side, but it's definitely growing. So,
Cody, if you ever need the anthem singer, I'm your guy. I love to do the Canadian anthem and the U.S. anthem. I'm your guy for that. I won't even worry about dropping the puck.
Okay, that sounds good. T can drop the puck. You can.
There you go.
Helps.
Sign me up. Well, so how soon might we see our first game for both of you? Are we about a year out, probably, or is it
fall of 26? Right, so October-ish, right? We'll start building schedules. I'm assuming here in a few.
Yeah.
We just got the culture calendar in athletics. We went about it the other day. So now that's in front of them, they experience all this for the first time. All the coaches have that. So I want to say we're on break and we come back and we're probably looking on what that schedule looks like.
Yeah.
So I had a question, and just can you believe it?
Pick them up. Pick them up. Pick them up.
Somebody
Guys in too deep. Pick them up. Pick them up. Pick them up. What are we going to talk about?
I don't know. I don't remember. I totally lost it while I was listening to you.
Last thing I got for you guys, I just want to say it again. I'm excited. I'm proud of you guys. Nothing but good things from you three already, and you answered a couple of my questions. I'm big right now on when we don't have opportunity for young people, let's go find it. You guys have done that in hockey, and when you say that one day we might have these people from Canada and Sweden and everything else here, that makes Lewis and Clark truly trailblazers, because we're bringing that to a small town in an area that can experience all of it, while also serving our in-district schools and the region. So, and that's our job. So outstanding.
Well said.
Thank you.
Well said.
Thanks. Like I've been on
really
here. It's like we're in our third year.
Yeah, you believe that? Thanks for being with us, and kind of keep us posted. Keep us up to date when you start filling those rosters, and we'll have to start bringing some of the players in and kind of get their perspective of how they like the new program.
I can't wait for that. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So thanks for taking some time and coming in and talking to us.
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
We are
LC A to Z.
What's up? It's Mike Keith. What's up, bro? Back to spotlight other amazing alumni and how they discovered their path at Lewis and Clark. Let's jump into it. This is Tom Wells, an assistant chief of the Godfrey Fire District. He has been a firefighter and an EMT for over 20 years. Tom is currently an instructor in the Lewis and Clark Paramedicine program and has 2 degrees from LC, fire science and nursing.
I'm Tom Wills, and I'm a trailblazer.
Welcome back to the A to Z Across LC podcast, and we are joined in the studio by a couple of honorees here, the College Every Year Awards. It's service awards for longevity, tenure, wisdom, experience, all of the great things. And we have 2 30-year award winners with us. Diane McDonough is one, and the legend, Mike Lemons. 30 years.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Should we ask the question? Yeah. Do I dare to ask this? Like,
I don't know where you're going with
how
this.
Has this place changed in 30 years?
Oh, wow.
Wow. I was thinking about that. And when I first started here, not everyone had a computer. We didn't have email addresses. We had the dot matrix printers and stuff.
Well, they kind of fed the paper through.
Yes, I had all the holes on the side and fed it through.
Yeah, I used a typewriter for the first couple of years
to do the news stories.
To do news stories and script and things like that was on a typewriter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You think about that and just in our program and the technology and how it's changed in 30 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then you can also look at the people who've been through the different workplace politics and how they've changed over the years. And I used to go to meetings and kind of knew just about everyone. Now I go to in-services and who's that? Who's that?
Yeah. It used to be a place where, it was smaller, of course. It's grown over the years, but everybody knew everybody. And I started off as a student worker. My degree is in court reporting here. And while I was going through that program, I was a student worker. And then I was part-time and then full-time. So I started over in Haskell. And it's hard to imagine 30 years ago that Haskell held the nursing program, the CNA program, the dental programs, med lab tech.
All at the same time?
All in that small building.
Wow. Now they have their own wings and buildings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
I know. It's hard to believe.
So what was the radio station like 30 years ago?
I was almost going to say, you beat me to
it. We were over in Erickson. Not Erickson, Caldwell. When I was a student, we were in Erickson, 3rd floor of Erickson. But we were on the main floor of Caldwell until, 2.5 years ago.
I was almost it's the same spot where you moved from.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, yeah, we were there. So when I took over, I think they moved to those studios about 2 years after I graduated because I came back into the show with a friend who was going through the program at the time. And then when I took over in 95.
He says it like it was painful.
When I took over, well,
He's like, "Dude, 95."
I was hired to teach a class. Actually, I was interviewed the year before. They didn't choose me at the time. I'm 24 and young, and they hired someone, and that didn't quite work out. So then they called me back, but I taught for a semester, and then I got the full-time gig that summer. And that was just to manage the station and teach some classes, because the program was in rough shape. We had few students, and 2 years later we had doubled the record enrollment, and we were off to the races then.
Can I ask, like, how many times? So you can go program-wise or whatever. How about in 30 years inventing yourself across that time?
Well, we just did a major reinvention a couple of years ago. But throughout, you tweak something every year, especially when curriculum's involved. You know, you're always tweaking something to get the latest thing or newest thing. And we've always been blessed by great equipment. You know, Perkins Grant has been great for us. And so we've always kind of upgraded and changed throughout. So the last one was a pretty major one just because it involved a move and it involved different networking things. Mm-hmm. So the last one was probably the biggest one for us. Anyway.
How much has the music changed from the time that you started in 95 to what you play now?
Well, the goal was always to appeal to an 18 to 24-year-old, 18 to 34-year-old. That's the thing. People evolve in age, but you still want to hit that target. So I've involved students from early on, so it's just their ear, not mine, even though I'm in my 50s. I think my ear is somewhere still in the 20s.
Yeah,
I think it is too. Actually, yeah. I do.
From a what I like to hear, not from the ability to hear. But no, we're still in this alternative college rock, indie rock. Now that genre has changed a bit, obviously, but we just kind of try to stay in that lane.
I love how he paused every time. Like he said, 95.
Yeah, I know.
I'm in my 50s.
Yeah. I can kind of still hear. Yeah.
Well, they did the math already when I said I was hired in 95 and we're celebrating 30 years. So
yeah, that's true.
I guess that could have been.
So, Diane, you've moved around a lot too, position to position, right? So you haven't stayed in just
a few positions on campus. Yeah.
So take us through some of those.
So initially, again, I was a student worker in nursing, then part-time, then full-time, and I split my time. When I first started full-time, I split my time between nursing and dental in the morning, nursing in the afternoon, and then became full-time nursing. And then I went to the supported school-to-work program. That was when it first started, which is now College for Life, and it started under the Grant Supported School-to-Work program. And I loved my time there with all the kids, and it was fun. Each step was a promotion, so that's basically the reason, I kind of moved around. And then I went to work with Mike Dreeth, who was an associate dean here. You know Mike.
Oh yeah, Mike.
You know Mike.
Sure.
He was me when.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so did that for a year. Went back to supported school to work. And then back to nursing, and have been back in nursing for 25 years.
That long? All the last 25 years, all in nursing?
Yeah.
Again.
Long time.
I love it. The reactions on it.
Yeah.
What was okay, so you said it was all housed in Haskell at one time?
Yes.
But what was it like when you transitioned? And I assume it was like, whoa, this nice building.
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah. We were so excited to get the new building, and we doubled our numbers of admissions for students, which was nice because we had the big, large classrooms and everything. So we were able to do that. Our enrollment has been down since COVID, so that's kind of disappointing. We're trying to do things to get those numbers up. There's been a lot of changes throughout the years.
So we won't keep you forever because I know you want to, probably go celebrate and all that kind of stuff. 30 years, but do you have one special memory that you could share during that time that stands out? I've probably put you on the spot, but
Heck yeah, you did.
you
1 in
probably
30
been thinking about it a little bit at least. Is there something that something extra special that jumps out?
Do you have something? I have a little.
Go ahead.
All right.
I'm trying to come up with something.
So over the years, the station has been nominated for different awards. 2 years in a row, we got to go to New York, the only two-year school nominated in any category. We didn't win, but being recognized at a national conference in New York City for this music festival was cool. And then once we learned about this thing called the Air Awards in St. Louis, we applied, and we won both years that we applied, and then the award ceremony stopped. But it was achievement in radio, and they did it for the St. Louis market. There were 2 college categories.
Yeah.
And when we went in, we applied, and both years we won them both. So, and then the award ceremony stopped. But
they got tired of you winning.
but it led to some agreements, because I won't mention the school, but a school that had won before we entered came to us the second year, and it was a 4-year school, and they said, "Okay, you must be doing something right. Let's talk about a 2+2."
There you go.
Very cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that's kind of cool. And just seeing student successes and achievements. I mean, you've interviewed some of our students that have reached high level of success, and that's really the big thing.
All those pictures on the wall are like your children, aren't they? I guess.
They really are.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They are.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Diane, how about you? I know you've got so. I promised somebody that I would ask this.
Okay.
Tell
I'm
us
scared.
just a little something about the cats.
Well, the cat showed up literally on our doorstep about 12 years ago. And first it was just Sammy. She's the gray and white one. And then
she
soon
brought all her
after she
friends.
showed up. Yeah, she had babies. And so they stayed. And then about 2 years ago, Tiger showed up, and he never left. So, yeah, we've been taking care of them for.
There's not a lot of E in we, is there? I mean, isn't it pretty much.
Britt takes care of them. Mrs. Quigley, she helps take care of them. And then on the weekends or times when we can't get out here, like snow days or Christmas break or whatever, then security helps.
They have their own. If you haven't seen it, just outside the lower level of the nursing area, they have their own little zoo area.
They do.
kind of. Yes.
Yeah,
that's
youth
the-
build made of a catio.
Yes.
So they've got all these little pods that they can sleep in.
Well, I promised I would ask about that because somebody asked me to make sure I asked you about the cats. So
Yeah.
that doesn't have to be your special memory, although it sounds like that's special.
Well, it is special, yeah. And initially, we tried to keep it a secret for so long.
You got 18 cats running around. How are you going to keep that a secret?
Well, we had them all fixed, so no more cats. But yeah, we tried to keep it a secret for years. Sherry Banovic and me, yeah, because we were afraid that if anyone found out about them, they'd be going, "Get rid of the cats." And then we end up with Youth Build building us a catio, and so Secret's Out was out a long time
Secret's
ago.
Out.
Yeah, and the students love having them too.
So is that
But
your greatest memory?
It's not my greatest memory. I can't think of one particular memory, but I will say in my 31.5 years here, but who's counting, that I think my best memories are all the people that I've met throughout the years. There's been a lot who have come and gone, along the way. A lot of our nursing faculty are getting older, so they're retiring, which is sad for me. But yeah, just starting 30 years ago, all the people that, I've met and have been blessed to meet, and there's many of them still in my life, still get together with them. So that's probably the greatest thing for me from here is just all the people.
I'd have to agree with that. I mean, you meet a lot of people,
Yeah.
students. I mean, I've got students that have been lifelong friends now, and not lifelong, not my life, but closer to their
life. Yeah.
But no, that's really cool. But also, 30 years, I didn't move around as much as she did, but I've worn a lot of hats. Faculty president, negotiated some contracts and some other things. And there have been highs and lows and frustrations and happiness and all that. But to be able to work somewhere like this for this long, which is 1.8 miles from my house, and I get to run this cool college radio station. And I mean, I feel extremely fortunate, and I'm very grateful to all those in Lewis and Clark that's played a role in me being here for this long. So I couldn't be more appreciative of those folks.
Absolutely. Yeah. Good people here.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on 31 and a half. And is yours just an even 30 or you count extras
I
also?
think I'm finishing my 31st.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you both went over the edge just a little bit.
Yeah, we're a little over the edge.
A little over the edge.
That's right.
We're teetering. We're teetering.
Not the first time I've heard that.
Right.
Well, thanks for coming in and sharing. Congratulations
Thank
again.
you.
And here's to another 30 years.
Sure.
Heck yeah, another 30.
Here's to another 2 tops, maybe.
Cody, you want to take us out?
We are.
LC A to Z.